So, Peggy Shivers. First of all, we kind of brought you down here to take a look at these images from Clarence's calendar from 1983 from the Miller Brewing Company. Give us a little bit of background on who Clarence was and how this kind of project started.
Oh, well, Clarence, first of all, was always an artist from a young kid. In fact, he said he got out of class a lot because teachers would allow him to go do some artwork for them while class was going on. But he's a graduate of Bradley University. He was in the Air Force. He was one of the original Tuskegee Airmen, and after World War II, he got out of the service, but they called him back in during the Korean War, and he continued and stayed in until retirement. And then when he retired, we went to Spain, and he devoted his life to his artwork.
Wow.
So,
And you mentioned the Tuskegee Airmen. One thing that a lot of folks know his work from at the Air Force Academy, that
oh
bronze
yes,
statue.
yes, he did the memorial to the Tuskegee Airmen that's located in the sculpture garden at the Air Force Academy.
So tell me about this Miller Brewing Company calendar thing. How did this happen? What was this, and how did Clarence get involved?
That was one of the most exciting years of my life, those 4 years we worked with that. But Miller, at the time, I don't know if they still do it or not, but at the time they were putting out a calendar representing African Americans, and it'd be different subject matter each year. And Clarence heard about it and called them and said he would like to be considered. And they initially told him no because they used commercial companies. It just wasn't that important to them, I guess. But Clarence told them that he and his wife were a company, and so they allowed him to send in a proposal, one that they used for years. And we actually were called up to Milwaukee and presented the proposal, and it was accepted, and that's how it happened.
So tell me about how Clarence kind of selected these people.
They sent us a list of maybe 20 or 30 people. We contacted the people, and some people accepted and some didn't. For instance, Thurgood Marshall, who was in the Supreme Court,
Right.
he didn't fill his image with a beer company. They didn't think that would work. So anyhow, we narrowed it down to the 12 that were used on the calendar.
Now, as part of the proposal, not only the subject matter, but you mentioned a lot of the other things that were kind of associated with that. It was kind of almost a
Yes.
big marketing plan or something.
Mm-hmm.
What? Tell me about some of that.
Oh, Clarence came up with the idea and told them that they should take the originals on tour, and at each stop where they toured to have reproductions made and have them give the signed reproductions to dignitaries in the area. He suggested that they place the artwork in museums and that they use it as an educational tool. So consequently, when we traveled different places, they would have him lecture at schools and universities, and so the people knew more about what they were looking at. It was a beautiful experience. I loved it. We were in a different place each month where they would have an opening. They would have dignitaries and people of interest that we never would have known beforehand. We got the royal treatment at each one of these places. It was just really a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. I like for people to remember my husband. He was a beautiful person who, very talented, very creative person, and I absolutely adored him. He was fun to be married to, and I thought he was a pretty good artist too.